Meanwhile, let's go over to Comedy Central across the street on the other channel and see what they had to give us. Opening of the show, promo, Jericho, Hager, and Santana. Hager was all beat up from his Bellator match, and that's great. That's the kind of shit the guys used to do on purpose to each other to make you believe the business. Here's the problem. He has match after match against their top guys in AEW. Never has a mark on him. He goes and fights in Bellator. He comes back. He looks like he's been hit with a brick. It would have been wonderful on, I don't know. Anyway, nevertheless, MJF and Wardlow come in, and MJF is trying to prove to Jericho that he does belong in the inner circle. Jericho tells MJF he doesn't have the killer instinct, that in fact he's soft. Like that's the equivalent to you motherfucker these days. You're soft. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know why MJF that they had something with. Why now does he want to join this group and be one of the boys, the ultimate egotist that you would think that MJF would be? He's got this stooge that they've established on their television is under contract to him, not AEW. Then what's going to happen if MJF joins the inner circle? Where is Wardlow figured in? Does he have to be a stooge now for a guy in a group of stooges for another guy? What's in it for him? Why are the heels wanting to join each other but fighting each other in order to fucking see if they get to join each other? I know the answer to all those questions. There's an amateur mark as the booker. So Jericho joins the announce desk, and MJF and Wardlow have a tag team match with Santana and Ortiz. Wardlow...
No. Ortiz and Sammy Guevara.
I'm sorry, Sammy and Ortiz, not Santana. I'm too used to saying the tag team, but Sammy Guevara and Tito Ortiz. So yes, MJF and Wardlow are fighting two members of the group that he wants to join. But also, here's the thing. There's Wardlow. They were supposed to be wanting to get him over as a big beast so that this thing, the dichotomy between him and MJF would work. But now he's out there bumping sometimes for these babyface, the other heels that are half the size that he is. Anyway, they mostly worked Ortiz over, and MJF and Wardlow healed. So Ortiz had to babyface. One of the members of the top heel group is now selling. And then Sammy Guevara, the asshole heel that's nearly killed Matt Hardy and is engaged in this long-running blood feud with Matt Hardy and is trying to kill him on pay-per-view Saturday night. That asshole heel gets the hot tag and makes the big comeback and gets the best babyface reaction of the night from the crowd as he's making a great babyface comeback. Oh, then Guevara and Ortiz try to double superplex MJF, but Wardlow shoved Sammy off the top rope out onto either the stage or the floor. I think he landed on the steps. I don't know. He's out for a while. But he's back in. Well, he's not out for a while. He's out for a second. And then he's back in just moments later on doing Matrix shit. And they both beat Wardlow up like Wardlow was one of the Mulkey brothers. And then they go for another double superplex spot the same way, since the first one didn't work out so good. So they try it again, but this time Wardlow gets underneath them and power bombs both of them, but he takes MJF over in the superplex at the same time. So he killed his own partner. Then Sammy Guevara hits an amazing spinning dive over the top rope onto, I believe it was Wardlow, whoever the fuck it was. But as he lands on the floor, some masked guy who was wearing Serpentico's mask, the little minute fake luchador that they've signed to a contract because they have so much money and there's no other deserving wrestlers out there starving to death. He throws a fucking chair and hits Sammy Guevara in the head with it, knocks him goofy, and then takes his mask off and reveals it's Matt Hardy. So the heel, Sammy Guevara, switches babyface in the match and is the star of the match. The people are cheering him like crazy, but he gets fucked by being hit with a chair by the top babyface that he's fighting on Saturday night. And when that happens, MJF in the ring, the other heel, taps Ortiz out to win the match. So Matt Hardy switched heel and fucked the babyface out of... Oh, fuck it. Then MJF tries to leave the ring, but decides to run and dive on fucking Jericho at the desk and beat the shit out of him to prove how much he wants to be in Jericho's group. Is that what happened? I told you I was going to ask you a lot of questions.
Yeah, this makes no sense. This makes no sense. It's stupid. Sammy is working as a total babyface this whole match. Jericho, let's talk about Jericho. Unbearable on commentary. He was so good early on during the pandemic. Now he's just screaming at you the whole time.
Remember what I said earlier? Apply that. I said earlier in the program, in case you're listening on YouTube, you didn't get the whole clip. Chris Jericho started out in AEW trying to be the top heel of a wrestling promotion. And now he has decided either to settle for or to, because there's no other choice, or to whatever, he's trying to be the most entertaining guy on an entertainment program. And therefore, it's not as good as it was.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I hate Wardlow taking so many bumps for two tinier guys. This whole MJF Jericho feud, Chris Jericho's 2020. I'm telling you right now, we will be doing an omnibus of Chris Jericho's 2020 because it is a Hall of Fame level of shit, the likes of which very few people in wrestling history have ever gotten to.
This has been a literal, not a drop, but a plummet from the penthouse to the outhouse.
He's become maybe my least favorite person in all of wrestling. He's become unbearable. And this feud has dragged MJF down, and some people are going to say, oh, but MJF had the idea to do the dancing thing. MJF's a young kid, really talented. He's going to have plenty of his own stupid ideas. He doesn't...
Don't rush him.
But if he has a dance partner for those stupid ideas, that's the problem. No, I hate this. I don't care about where they're going. I don't want to see the match. Just awful in every way.